What is going on, everybody, and welcome back. It's been a couple days. I'm sorry I wasn't able to because my brother had a big birthday thing, so had to do that. He is now 13. It doesn't make any sense, but yeah, it's weird. But welcome back to Commanders franchise. As some of you may know from last episode, I told you that I kind of wanted to make it like cool and have like the Commanders and the Wizards like going like playing each week at the same time. That'd be cool. So I'm just gonna be doing Commanders up until uh, October 19th or whenever that is. But we have to get through first month and then half of October. So yeah, let's get into week one versus the Jaguars. But first, the draft class, it's just going to be auto-generated. And again, if any of you guys want a special player in this draft class, I can definitely make that happen. Just put who you want in the comments, be as detailed or undetailed as you want. And if you want that to do that, then go on, do that. But it looks like this is going to be a fairly decent quarterback class. But obviously we're good at quarterback. So it's going to be interesting developing throughout the year. I don't really like doing scouts. It's kind of, I don't know. It's complicated. It's hard. But we have the Jaguars. They have Andy Dalton, I saw, and then also Jair Alexander. So we'd be hoping we should be able to stop their defense. Or stop their offense, because, Andy Dalton's not the best option. But as long as our defense can, or as long as our offense can get past their defense, which I think it definitely can, then we should be getting out of here with a win. Are also going to be playing the Lions, so I'm going to be looking at both of their rosters right now. And then we can get into our week 1 and 2 games. So the Jaguars, they actually have Andy Dalton and Trey Lance. So I didn't think that their quarterback room was this decent. Trey Lance, he's going to be developing, obviously. And halfback Cam Akers, they just have the Rams running back room right here. And I did also say they have Stephon Diggs. They don't have anyone else in wide receivers except for Darnell Mooney. But Quizma Watkins, he's really fast. And then they have a really small room. And then Tommy Tremble, he's pretty decent. And then, pretty good. Oh, dang, they have Mekhi Becton. Okay, so they have a pretty good offensive line and really bad defensive line. Randy Gregory, Nick Bolton. So they have and Alex Highsmith. That's a pretty good linebacker crew right there. Jair, Darius, it's decent, pretty good safeties, and then they have 2 punters, so that's probably why they don't have that many cornerbacks and wide receivers. But yeah, let's jump into this week 1 game against the Jaguars. It's a home game at FedEx Field. Here we are at FedEx Field in Washington, D.C., and we're starting it out with a very, very good Jamal Williams rush. He gets so far. He breaks a lot of tackles up to the 45, and Jair Alexander is injured for the Jaguars. That is bad for the Jaguars. But a couple plays later, Josh Allen's slinging it already to Marquise Hollywood Brown. So far, Josh Allen 2 for 2. We get it up to the 19 before Josh Allen throws a very dangerous pass to Zay Jones. He would actually eventually getting injured in this game, but we do get a touchdown with Jamal Williams on the opening drive. Great start to this game. But as I was saying, Zay Jones does eventually get injured. He's out for a couple of weeks. But Andy Dalton's slinging the rock, and somehow our defender just didn't even want to try to fight that, and Stephon Diggs goes up and gets it before they barely don't get a touchdown there with Stephon Diggs again. But they do run it in with Cam Akers to tie it up at, first quarter, 3 minutes left, I guess. Josh Allen throwing it, and I thought it was intercepted when I threw that pass, but luckily it wasn't. Josh Allen still 4 for 4, and again, super dangerous pass. There's Zay Jones again before he gets injured, but super dangerous pass is barely working out. And then Jamal Williams goes for a huge rush here. Number 7 barely caught us, but we got up to the 11. Jamal Williams having a great game so far, as Josh Allen slings it and it gets intercepted, targeting Hayden Hurst, but unfortunately got intercepted. Randy Gregory is injured now, and 3rd and 12. Andy Dalton, again, the defender just choosing to not do anything there. And Stephon Diggs, another big gain as they get up to 21. But they do eventually end up punting. So good job by our defense. And this punt, we outran pretty much everyone. And then the punter, we had to get around him, and we got caught up. But still great return by Marquise and Hayden Hurst over the middle. Easy enough, wide open, as Josh Allen is 11 for 12. His only incompletion was an interception, so he's doing really good so far. As another pass to Hayden Hurst, and he gets into the end zone. Josh Allen and Hayden Hurst's first touchdown on the season, and we have taken the lead right back, 14-7 now. And for the rest of the second quarter, last minute and a half, absolutely a lot of stuff happened. As you can see, you can watch all this happen, but no score changes at all. You know, Jaguars driving here, but we get an interception, and then we end up driving down pretty far after a couple plays, as you can see. And then we attempt a field goal, we miss it. And then 2 seconds left, Jaguars attempt a field goal, they miss it, and that is halftime. But Andy Dalton back, Stephon Diggs again, up to 47. I don't know why Andy Dalton has been cooking our defensive backs, but Will Anderson, for some reason, he hasn't gotten another sack. That's our only sack this game, but it says he has 2 sacks. So, good for him. Will Anderson Jr. getting the first sack of the Commanders franchise. He is going to be a staple of this defense for a long time. Josh Allen, somehow an interception, as number 4, Curtis Samuel, doesn't really want to fight forward, and Gibson gets an interception, so not good for us. We should have had an interception there, but Stephon Diggs is absolutely demolishing our defense, then a wide open touchdown for them. We take him down after he stands up, but yeah, Tommy Tremble, I was not scared of their offense, but it is the one thing keeping them in this game. Well, I guess now their defense, because that was a terrible interception. Again, Marquise Hollywood-Brown just did not want to fight for the ball at all. He could have, pushed him over or anything, but just didn't decide to for no reason. And they end up going for field goal, and they miss it, so game is still 14-14. Josh Allen now scrambling outside the pocket, and I threw the pass, but it didn't want to register, and Alex Highsmith gets a sack. And we end up punting. Jacksonville with the ball, now with their own 13. Andy Dalton slings it, and it gets intercepted by number 7. Finally, defense actually showing up. Just jumps right in the front of the pass. Teron Johnson, incredible job, as we take the lead right back, 21-14. Now Andy Dalton back with the ball, and we make them fumble, and 53 picks it up, and he is not gone. He gets tripped up, and then Cam Akers tackles him. He could have been gone, but TJ Edwards got that. And then we have to throw an interception, so Jaguars are still somehow in it, even though they really shouldn't be at all. But mistakes by both teams. Both teams really just don't want to win this game, but we are still winning this game. As, yeah, Madden is a great game, as you can see. And then Andy Dalton wide. Who let him get that wide open? And breaking tackles as well. I mean, it's not been a fun game to play. And then this happens, so good defense. And we get the ball back. That was 4th down. Good defense on Stephon Diggs. And again, last 2 minutes of the Commanders game, really not interesting at all. If you want to watch it here, that's going on. A lot of timeouts. A lot of running the ball. We do have to punt, giving them an extra chance. But they really don't do much with it before They fumble, we get the ball back, and all we have to do is kneel it out, and we win the game. And jeez, Josh Allen, he had a not a great game at all. That was just not fun. Anyway, I was originally gonna put this video with the week 2 one. I recorded both in the same session, but I just wasn't able to put them both together. So week 2 gonna be coming next. It's gonna be a little bit weird, because all of week 2 I didn't say anything because I thought it was gonna be with the week 1 video. So that'll be interesting. Week 2 was not very fun. I'll tell you that. It was not a fun game at all against the Lions. But either way, I will see you next time in week 2, and then I'll be talking actually live in week 3. So see you then. Bye.